Tucker, what do you got on the short list?
I mean, I think housing is like the core of kind of everything. You know, where you live is like one of the central questions of your life. I don't think it's actually about housing. It's about autonomy. Actually, both sides want to subvert it. The left is always talking about housing. The unhoused, as if the core problem with homelessness is we don't have enough, like, you know, Section 8 high density buildings or something. It's nothing to do with that. And the right talks about it like even to address the question is to sort of buy into the Mamdani program. You're a socialist or something.
Yeah.
And no, I think the material condition of your people is like a really big deal and you should focus on it. It doesn't make you a socialist at all. I am not a socialist, obviously. And then they go too far. Like, I don't think, you know, building condos in Yellowstone either is the answer. We have way too many people in the country. So like the top line numbers really matter. How many people live here? Well, we don't actually know the answer.
Right.
Trump told me directly he thought it was 50 million. He's the president of the United States. He doesn't know how many people whose identities we don't really know live here, which is a little weird in a time of facial recognition. Like, I have to have my nose scanned to get on an airplane, but like, we don't know who's here. I call bullshit, but whatever, we don't know. But we do know that, and you know from traveling, that how many people a country has determines the nature of the country almost more than anything, right? I mean, this is kind of why like the places you go on vacation are not densely populated. So we need to articulate just like the obvious supply and demand principles out loud.
Don't we have more fundamental issues than that, though?
There's no more fundamental issue than who lives in your country, dude.
There is, right? Because
okay.
Because if you want
the cost of prescription drugs.
No, but if you want the birth rates to go up,
I may have an answer to that, Mark.
Thank you. What was the name of the place?
Costplusdrugs.com.
Smart man.
For your drug needs, I'm Cal Worthington. Yeah, sorry.
But if you can't afford to live here, you can't afford kids, right? If
I get it.
If you can't afford health care.
Mark, let me ask you a question. What's your take on whether we should be sending money to Ukraine or not? Were you in favor of that?
Man, they need it.
I mean, honestly,
I
don't have a good answer. You know, I can make an argument both ways, and half my family is Ukrainian from my grandparents. And so, you know, personally, I think we should help, but I don't have a studied answer for you.
How much money have you sent to Ukraine?
None.
Oh, so what do you mean by we? You're the one whose family's from Ukraine. Like, why don't you send them $1 billion?
Because I'm trying to fix health care.
Why don't you fix their health care if you're like so deep? If you think we need to help, why don't you start? How about you?
That's a fact. That is 100% fact. I don't know why everybody feel the need to be able to say that we should help everybody when you should be the one to go ahead and do it and take care of it. If half of your family is from Ukraine, then why aren't you helping and why are you advocating that everybody else pitch in?